everyone, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, then welcome. Today's reading is, what is the gossip about your future spouse, and how do people view them? Okay, so I thought that would be an interesting way to show insight into the person that you will end up marrying. In front of me, I have 3 different options, each with a different image. This is group 1, group 2, and group 3. Choose the one that really calls out to you. Okay, let's get started. Hey, group number 1. Okay, so what is the gossip about your future spouse and how do people view them? Okay, so starting off with the 9 of Wands, it's like people know that your person has not had an easy life, okay? Like I feel like their path overall is pretty challenging, but regardless of that, it seems like your person has persevered and really, rose above every challenge ever presented to them. So they're really a strong individual is what I'm seeing. But what's interesting is with the wheel here, I feel like, their karma, their luck is about to change, okay, or it has changed. And I just see them coming into a much more joyful existence and things not being so tough. Like I still see them as being that strong person who's overall tough on the inside as well as outside, but it's like they're going to have more of a flow in life is what I'm seeing. And people are going to think, wow, things are magically, they see them as now having things magically work out for them, even though this person puts in a lot of work with whatever they do. Okay, so what's interesting is I feel like, your person, so they felt like they have had no choice but to be strong in life, but now it's like they're realizing they can relax more, okay? So I feel like people now view your person as being kind of more chill and more dreamer. They're allowing themselves to dream is what I'm seeing with this 2 of Wands, and I feel like they might even be getting into something different, okay? There's 2 2s here, so your person has definitely been at some kind of crossroads. And I'm even feeling for some of you, your person left a secure corporate type of job and now is traveling, okay? They dreamt up some different type of life and they made the change to do it, okay? So it's kind of now they're taking the road less traveled, so to speak. And a lot of people thought, wow, that's risky. But on the other hand, I feel like they admire it, The other way that your person comes across is with the Knight of Pentacles. I feel like they kind of have a slower moving energy when it comes to action. But once they do, okay, so but once they do make up their mind, they are all about it, okay? And nothing is going to stop this person. And ever since they made some kind of decision, it's like they came alive, okay? With the Magician here. And that's when I actually feel like things started to change in their favor. Whereas before, they might have felt like they kept going up against a brick wall and nothing was changing. Yeah, that's actually now what is coming through, is once they made this decision to really embark on this new path, this new way of being, it's that's when everything started to open up for this person and things started to fall into place and the wheels started to turn in their favor is what I'm seeing. So yeah, this might have happened slower than this person initially would have wanted, but once it happened, it was boom, boom, boom. Each thing just started happening for them. So I feel like people definitely see there's some kind of change that occurred with this person. Like I said, they're still taking that tough attitude, I don't want to say tough. They are tough, but it's a strong attitude. I do feel like even though this person can come across as being a tough guy or girl, they definitely have a heart though, okay? That's what the 2 of Cups is showing. I'm actually getting kind of a spiritual vibe too from this person. With these 2 cards here, I'm just getting somebody who's a very focused individual. These 2 are very focused, especially when it comes to whatever they're into and how similar these cards are, They both have yellow backgrounds, which are always very optimistic. So when this person is doing what they're into, it's the rest of the world doesn't exist and they stop at nothing to get whatever it is, their goal accomplished, basically, okay? And yeah, and I'm just seeing, with this card, I feel like a maturity. Like this person knows like good things can take time. So I actually feel like people view them as being very patient. I also feel like there's this new spiritual aspect to this person that wasn't there before. And just like, you know, whether they would call themselves spiritual or not, I feel like that's what they've tapped into. I just see this person being like they've mastered being present in the moment, okay? And like I said, they might not have the fastest action type of energy, but it's very deliberate, okay? Like they know like good things take time sometimes. You know, sometimes things happen quicker. But like, yeah, I feel like, so this person is definitely seen to be more mature than what I think you guys will be used to. A very focused, mature individual who doesn't play around. I'm not getting any game playing with this person, okay? They're very no nonsense. And I feel like, you know, it's kind of like, they're looking for the same thing, okay? Like if that's what you're looking for, that's what this person is looking for, is what I'm seeing. And I feel like, you know, okay, we also have the B, which is community. And it says, you are a powerful creator. Your work blesses everything you touch. Be open to receiving sweetness. You are the queen of abundance. Okay, and you know, if this is a guy you're wondering about, so they are the king of abundance. And I'm also, okay, so there's a lot of yellow and black in this card too, just like these two. So I find this very interesting, okay? So this is somebody who is definitely, you know, they're well-liked in the community. They are like a manifester. That was coming to me too while looking at the Magician card. So with the B card and the Magician, this person, whatever it is that they do for work, it's like they bless people, okay? So yeah, I'm still getting those vibes, like whether they actually left like a 9-to-5 type of job or not, it's like whatever they do, they bless people, okay? Like that's where that spiritual aspect comes through. Yeah, and like it's kind of like now, okay, now that they've found their path, it's like they just need to open up to the sweetness of life, and I feel like that's in regards to a relationship as well as receiving the good, you know, because they're used to having to work hard and be a doer, but not so much a receiver, okay? So that's what this person is working on, is what I'm seeing with that. But yeah, I feel like people overall, though, they say and they see that this person, you know, like they have it going on in whatever it is that they do. And I don't feel like people quite understand it or, you know, but they're intrigued by what this person does. And all they know is that they feel better when in this person's presence. And yeah, you know, I do feel like people kind of wonder, like, when's this person going to find, you know, their person? But this person doesn't really talk about that. I feel like I'm not getting that. It's almost like they have this interesting trust that it will happen when it's supposed to happen. And we also have the Loon, which is intuitive. Listen to the song in your soul. Trust your intuition as you have a way of knowing. Emerge from the busy life and seek more solitude. Recognize that you are unique and that you are loved. Okay, so yeah, that's exactly what I feel like this person has done, is like they went, like I said, like from being really caught up in the world to all of a sudden making a decision where they are more unconventional now, okay? And yeah, I just feel like, you know, their intuition has heightened and they're kind of just doing their own thing on their own journey. And I feel like this person is actually comfortable being alone. And I do feel like people try to figure them out. They do try to wonder, like, if they did make a leap, you know, and they're doing something unconventional or traveling or, you know, healing work is also coming through, because these two, you know, their hands are standing out, you know. I do feel like people try to figure it out for this person. Like you know, they might even have been like kind of worried, like, oh, is what they're doing secure, blah, blah, blah. But, you know, this person trusts their intuition, they trust their gut, and they get inspired with ideas. So I feel like that's like what links all this together. And it's like the proof is in the experience. It's in the action, you know, it's in the results, basically. So this person, I don't even feel like they try to persuade people or try to get them to see their side of things, but that they end up proving it by the results. Okay, so I like that. I think awesome. Like you guys have a person who doesn't even feel like they have to talk or get anyone to agree with them because they're so in touch with what matters to them that they know, like, this is what they have to do. This is what they have to follow. Okay, group number 1, this is what I see for you guys. If this resonates, let me know in the comments. And if it does, don't forget to give it a like. All right, bye guys. Hey, group number 2. Okay, so what is the gossip about your future spouse and how do people view them? Okay, group number 2. So starting off with the Empress here, I feel like your person, the first thing that came to me is like they give birth to new ideas. Okay, so your person's mind is always like clicking away with ideas and then they like execute them. So you have a very innovative person, okay? Like I just see a brilliant mind, somebody who's very intelligent and very in touch with like inspired ideas and then they take action on them. So I actually feel like a lot of people are impressed by your person and they wonder how they do what they do, okay? And with Temperance, I feel like this person, if anything, they might have to kind of keep themselves balanced because I feel like, you know, they can spend a lot of time on work or, you know, this could even be like a side hustle or hobby that they do. Like, they're constantly like doing is what I'm seeing. So I find that interesting. And then with the King of Cups and the Page of Cups reversed, I feel like your person has sworn off love, okay? Like, I'm getting kind of a jaded vibe due to the past, but I also feel like this person has really channeled this time of not investing time and energy into relationships and really like focusing on themselves, okay? They're a very independent person, independent, self-sufficient, okay? And it's kind of like, you know, they're really building up themselves as well as their finances with this time that they don't spend on relationships. Like, they come across like, you know, they don't have to have anyone, but I do feel like deep down they miss having somebody. Okay, but yeah, so this definitely is a person who comes across to others as though they don't have to have somebody. Like, they're perfectly happy and okay alone, which on one hand is great. But on the other hand, it's kind of like, okay, but this is your future spouse. So yeah, it's interesting. Okay, so they definitely come across as being like an air sign, okay? Like I said, like they're always kind of thinking about whatever they're working on, the next project. Okay, very intelligent, observant. I do feel like this person can be very matter of fact with people, okay? They do come across as being very like professional, possibly even a little cold initially, but I feel like as soon as people like, you know, get to know this person, then I feel like, you know, this more sensitive side who's like a warmer comes through, kind of like this guy in the Temperance card, okay? But yeah. And then, like I said, like, yeah, with the 8 of Pentacles reversed, I do see, like, a lack of action as far as, like, doing anything else goes. They're very focused on their work. I feel like they work long hours. And even with this card in particular, sometimes it shows, like, somebody who's kind of hitting, you know, up against a wall. Like, they're not really getting anywhere, so they spend, like, all their time and attention on a particular thing to try and figure it out and get it accomplished. And this is where that balance is needed, I feel. Okay. Yeah, and with the 5 of Pentacles, I feel like this person is definitely... it's kind of like they shut out the rest of the world. The rest of the world doesn't really, you know... I feel like they come across kind of like they have this mysterious life. Okay, so like people don't really know like what do they do when they're not working. Well, I feel like it's working. Okay, but yeah, I'm seeing kind of a lack of a social life right now. Definitely a lack of a dating life. And even if they do entertain or see people, it's like it's not that deep, basically. You know what I mean? Like yeah. But what's interesting is I feel like this is all going to change, though, especially once they meet you. But I think it'll even be somewhat before that. Like, this person is going to start You know, with the 6 is all about harmony. And this in particular is like a even give and take card, you know. So this person is so singularly focused, but something is going to change that, okay? Like, they're just going to, all of a sudden, like this light's gonna dawn on them, or somebody's gonna say something that's gonna spark an idea. Okay, this person's all about ideas that intrigue them. And they're gonna do something different, okay? And they're gonna switch it up somehow. And this is what's gonna open the door to them allowing somebody in, is what I'm getting. Because yeah, your person is always constantly learning too. Okay, they like to be mentally stimulated. They like expanding on ideas. They like expanding their mind. They like seeing what they can do, is what I'm seeing. Okay, so we also have the unicorn, which is infinite possibilities. It says you are sovereign of the seen and unseen worlds. The magic of love surrounds you. Beauty transforms you. Listen to the spirits of light. Abandon the darkness. Go beyond the ordinary and become legendary. Okay, so your person, people definitely see them like a unicorn, okay? I feel like they're definitely seen to be a unique individual who's pretty mysterious, you know, only like engages with people when they want to, and I do feel like they're social when they want to be. I don't want to say they have a lack of social life, but they're really, the cups though that we have are reversed, so it's kind of like their connections currently, whenever you're watching this video, are few and far between, but they're a very busy person too though. But either way, so they are seen to be like enigmatic, mysterious. They only let in a select few, you know, and open up to whoever they want. Love is definitely on the back burner of their mind, but even with the butterflies here, I feel like, you know, this person though, they truly are like, that's the other thing. Okay, like I do feel like this person is attractive, okay? And in fact, the song that came to me for how people view them is like the Bruno Mars song, like, I look too good to be alone, okay? Like, yeah, that line stuck out to me. Like, this person, they look good, you know, they got people crushing on them, wanting them, but like they don't give anybody the time of day. But because you two are the ones who are meant to be together, I feel like, again, it'll either be like when you meet this person or like something right before that that's gonna like change things up, okay? That's what I'm seeing with that. And then like with the squirrel card here, okay, so we have always prepared. You are the expert of hard work and hard play. Your cheerful and fun disposition is a blessing to everyone. Don't let life's distractions take you off course. Make a plan for the future and life will give you all you need. Okay, like the squirrel, yes, this person we know is very prepared when it comes to work. Like they've got that part down. And like I said, like they come across as being pretty professional, hard to read, possibly a little cold when first meeting them. But like I said, like as soon as you get to know this person, you get this warmth, this fun disposition, you know, somebody who not only works hard but does play hard if they allow themselves. That's where the balance comes in. And I feel like, you know, you guys are going to bring that balance into their life, I feel. Not that that should be on you and you alone. Like I said, I do feel like something's going to dawn on this person and they're going to realize, wow, like I thought my life was fulfilling, but no, like it's missing the love. It's missing that give and take. It's missing the interaction and connection. That's going to dawn on them. And then I do see that, you know, and it's like, and the more they become the fun self, because they already have the professional hard worker self down, the more they're really going to be a blessing to everyone, is what I'm seeing. Okay, group number 2. This is what I see for you guys. If this resonates, let me know in the comments. And if it does, don't forget to give it a like. All right, bye guys. Hey, group number 3. Okay, so what is the gossip about your person and how do people view them? Okay, group number 3, your person is coming in hot right away, okay? Like we have the 8 of Wands and the Queen of Wands. So that tells me like, first off, I got with the 8 of Wands is your person is a very fast moving person. And what I mean by that is like they like things to happen quickly, okay? And they might even be like a fast speaker, fast talker, you know, fast at walking movements. They like to get results quickly is what I'm feeling, which is interesting because like group 1 had the opposite. Like their person had a very slow but deliberate energy. You have a very fast energy. person, okay? Like, they might even be or have been athletes, okay? I'm just getting like somebody who is very like physical, like they like physical activities, okay? Whether or not they were an athlete, though, I feel like this person either likes to stay in shape or, you know, they are naturally like in shape. I'm just getting somebody who, you know, people notice that about them. They talk about that, you know. I feel like the physical, being physical has always been come naturally to this person. Like they're naturally like an athlete, even if whether they are one or not, okay? And with the Queen of Wands, your person is, people view them as being attractive, charming, a very passionate, lively person, okay? So you've got a lot of people crushing on your person. Yeah, and okay, so this is interesting. With the Seven of Swords and the Four of Wands underneath each of these, I feel like, you know, there might have been a time where your person was possibly a partier. Okay, that's coming through for some of you. And just kind of like, you know, people always kind of thought, oh, don't you like want me, blah, blah, blah. And I feel like with the Seven of Wands, they just kind of were like, mm-mm. Whether they did or they didn't, like they didn't want to go there with people who were interested in them. Okay, so your person is the type who, yeah, I'm just getting like a lot of people who were this person's friend wanting more with them, and they're just like, no, you know. And yeah, I just see this person like wanting a good time. And people, you know, talk about that with your person. But then I feel like, you know, with the Judgment card here, I feel like this person definitely had a wake-up call in life and they changed their ways, okay? They're still this fun, vibrant person, you know, and in shape and, you know, but now it's like after this wake-up call, this like shift, this transformation, I feel like they got more serious about like where are they going in life, okay? So like people who, they've talked about that with this person, like, wow, you know, like they grew up. Look how much they've changed, you know? Yeah, and then with the Ten of Wands there, I feel like, you know, your person's really good at juggling a lot of different responsibilities and, you know, they may have even moved, okay? So it really depends on what era we're talking about as far as how people view your person and what they've said about them. So basically like who knows what about your person? It could be a different slew of people basically. So your person, you know, they still, like I said, they're still that vibrant, lively person. But it's like now though, they're way more, they're grown up, you know, they grew up and I feel like they're more goal focused now. And yeah, like they focus on what matters in life, like who's closest to them, their goals, their ambitions. And, you know, I feel like they've really had to come back to themselves is what I'm seeing. Like, as cliche as it may sound, like find themselves, you know? So they might have spent some time in solitude, I'm feeling. And it's like, you know, it's kind of been an uphill battle. I don't want to say an uphill battle, but it's definitely like this person has had to go through some stuff to get to where they are now, you know, a lot of growth, a lot of shedding the old, basically, shining the light on anything that's come up for them and healing. But I feel like this person now is entering a new space where, you know, they get insights, their intuition's heightened. It doesn't matter if they consider themselves spiritual or not. It's like what's coming through is this person is becoming more spiritual, you know, as they move forward in life. And what's interesting is like they're really coming into their own, okay? Like with the Queen of Pentacles here, I feel like this person, you know, they're on their way to making that coin is what I'm seeing. Some of them are, you know, so I feel like, and others are in the process of doing it. Some might even be working on their own business, I feel. Okay, I'm getting like a boss vibe with this person and like entrepreneur feel. Okay, then we have the elephant, which is greatness, Love is your strength. Leadership is your path. Your wisdom inspires everyone you meet. You can overcome any problem. You will naturally and easily achieve success. Okay, so your person has a very bold energy. Okay, with the elephant here, it's just like, yeah, and with the fiery cards, I just feel like this person, people can feel their presence, okay? They know they mean business, but they're very balanced. Like, they're a very fun, like I said, animated, passionate person. But at the same time, it's like they walk into a room, they mean business, you know? And I feel like whatever it is they do, they inspire people, okay? And yeah, they do. They overcome any problem, and they're either, you know, successful or they will be. I feel like this path that they're on has possibly been slower than this fast-paced person would like, but it's like, but it's so deliberate, you know, like with this elephant, like every stride moving forward is extremely like noticed and deliberate and powerful. So I feel like if this person, you know, patience is definitely something that this person would have to work on, but it's kind of like, and if they, you know, saw clearly, like with a proper perspective, they would see like just how far they've really come, you know, and what a difference they're making. Sometimes this person, I feel like, is so in whatever it is that they're doing that they don't see that. They don't see the bird's eye view of what's going on, like the big picture. Also, with the Ace of Swords is popping out at me right now, so I feel like, yeah, this person has definitely, like, when they spend some time in solitude, I feel, instead of always hanging out with people. I feel like this person went from like always having to be around people and being social to like a little bit of more of a hermit mode is what's coming through, but it was all for their own good, you know, like their own figuring out themselves, what they want to do, you know, their healing, transforming, really. And it's like they've had to come to their own sense of truth and clarity and direction. And that's where they step into this elephant spirit. And then with the goose we have, it says inner knowing. You are a brave traveler. Your soul knows the way. Be confident you will achieve your destination. Loyal friends are always with you. Don't worry, you are blessed. Let yourself fly. So with the, yeah, with the intuition, or with the goose, I feel like their intuition has heightened and they are more guided, you know, and not so like going off their logical mind of where they think they need to go. It's possible this person has moved, like I said, like has moved. But now it's like all about them following their authentic path, okay? And people see that, they know that, they talk about it. And whether people agree with it or understand it or not, it's like they respect it, okay? And like, if anything, like I've noticed with the other groups, it's kind of like people, like, they talk like, oh, like, when is so-and-so gonna meet the one that they're supposed to be with? But this person acts unconcerned about that, even if they want that. Okay, I'm just getting a very, like, a fierce, confident vibe from this person. And like, I feel like they know it'll happen when it's supposed to. So people kind of roll with it. They're like, I feel like people actually deep down admire that this person doesn't act like they have to have somebody, okay? They're very freedom loving, which I feel like this group, you guys are too. And yeah, they're really focused on self-realization and self-discovery while moving forward in this new direction is what I'm seeing. So okay, group number 3, this is what I see for you guys. If this resonates, let me know in the comments. And if it does, don't forget to give it a like. All right, bye guys.